Hi friends, this is our guided reading lesson for the day. So what I would like you to do is I want to know if you know anything about the human body. So, have you ever heard of the skeletal system? If so, what is it? So I would like you to get a piece of paper and you can either draw lines or you can fold it to make 4 boxes. And I want you to label it what I know, what I want to know, what I learned, and what I still want to know. And I would like you to right now write down what you know about the skeletal system or the human body at large and what you want to know about those things. So you can pause this video and come back when you're done. Now I'd like you to take a look at the book that we're going to read today. It is Inside Your Body, written by Kira Freed and illustrated by Send Hill. So we're going to be learning about the body. So what do you see on the front and back covers here? What do you think we will be learning about specifically about the body? Let's look at the table of contents. This is where we go to get a broad idea of what the book will be about. So there's an introduction page, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the nervous system, the respiratory system, the circulatory system, the digestive system, the reproductive system. Then there's a conclusion and an index. So does that table of contents help provide you with a better idea of what this book will be about? So when I like to know a lot more than I do about a topic, I can use the section titles and the table of contents to think of questions I'd like to have answered. For example, the first section is titled Skeletal System. This makes me wonder how many different bones there are in the human body. So I can go back to my What I Want to Know page and write in the question, how many different bones are there in the human body? So I'd like you to think about that. Take a look at the table of contents and see if that sparks any questions and fill that in on your chart. Now I'd like you to flip through the book and look at the illustrations and see if those spark any questions. This is odd. This is the muscular system page, and that's definitely an arm. I think that's a heart, and I have absolutely no idea what that thing is. Why would that be a muscle? It does not look like a muscle, but it must be because it's on the muscular system page. So there's a good question. What in the world is that thing? Write that on your page. And 11, look at all of this. What is going on here? There's another cool page for you, the question for you to think about. All right, so let's look at the index. In the index, there's just 1 or 2 words and a number beside it. This means that I can find the definition of that word on the page that's stated. So the definition of brain is on page 8. So if I have a question about the brain, I should probably go to page 8 to find that definition, because this is the nervous system and it talks all about the brain. So that's a good tool to use. All right, so I would like you to begin reading. And as you read, I'd like you to think about those questions that you have in the What I Want to Know box to try to answer those as you go. So pause this and come back when you're done reading. All right, now that you have read the book, I'd like to return back to our KWL chart. So we wrote down what we knew before we started, and we wrote down some questions. Now, what did you learn? If you were able to find the answers to the questions in your What I Want to Know column, this would be a good time to write down what you learned from those. If you learned things that weren't written down, add those too. What did you learn from this reading? And do you still have questions? Were your questions from What I Want to Know not answered? Or did new questions come about? This would be a good time to write them in, what I still want to know, because we always, always, always want to ask questions. So, many books are about one thing, and it's easy to tell what that book is about because the main idea is usually the title of the book. So the main idea here is inside your body. And let's look at the table of contents again. Each section in this informational book contains a main idea and details about the main idea. So the big topic is inside the body, and the kind of smaller topic is the skeletal system, the muscular system, and so on. And then we have details about each of those systems on the rest of the pages. So think about that and how important this breakdown is. So let's look at the muscular system. This one right here. So the main idea is the muscular system, and this paragraph is the details of the muscular system. Now let's look at the respiratory system. What is the main idea of this section? What are the details? Can you name 3 kinds of muscles in the body from the details in this section? Identifying the main idea and supporting details in a section and developing and answering questions about what you've read can help you understand and remember what the book is about. So let's go back to the nervous system. Let's look at this illustration here. On your KWL chart, are there any questions that you might be able to answer based on the details shown in this drawing? You can practice more with main idea and details with making up a setup like this. You can fold a piece of paper in half and then either fold it again or draw lines, and you can write in the main idea, which should be like the muscular system, and 2 details on each one if you need extra practice with that. All right, friends, that is the end of our guided reading lesson for the day.